I'm Nicole, and today I'm going to be joined by Jacob van Zonneveld, who is the CEO and co-founder of Deftpower. So thank you so much for joining us today. I'm very happy to have you here. So for those who don't know, tell us a little bit about Deftpower and what you do.
Yeah, thanks. Glad to be here. Yeah, so Deftpower, my co-founder Mark and me, were a little bit out of business in 2019. We both left our companies. We both more than 10 years in EV charging. And what we see is that millions of electric vehicles are coming to the market already today, but of course, increasing the next couple of years. Of course, these cars all need to charge. Otherwise, getting from A to B is not very practical. And that's actually why you need a car. And we see car manufacturers or utilities alike trying to solve this problem for their clients, because they're clients and they want to provide a charging contract for them. This is also very hard because the market design in electric vehicle charging is just very complicated. First, because it's new, but probably also because it just grew organically in quite a complicated market. So to make sure that both the usability of charging or the user experience, but also the business case behind it for car manufacturers and utilities is in a harmony, Deftpower now exists. So it allows these companies to, for much lower cost, enter the market, have a very compelling story towards the electric vehicle drivers, and do this without losing money. So that's really the story behind Deftpower.
Perfect. And you've just closed a huge deal with TomTom, one of the biggest partnerships that you've had. So tell us a little bit about this and what it entails.
Yeah, cool. Well, this is part of, I guess, user experience because, of course, we develop applications now. And mostly we use a smartphone for this, but electric vehicles have a computer in itself and a screen. And it makes a lot of sense to merge or match the vehicle with charging as much as you can. So TomTom, clever as they were, they thought, well, we have electric cars or car companies as customers, and we need to get these applications for charging in the vehicle. So they started looking in the market, which company could be a good way to start launching their platform or their app store for this. And they came to Deftpower and said, guys, you have a very sophisticated product already and would like to install or give you the opportunity to install your application into the vehicle. And that made a lot of sense because, for example, if you would need to navigate to a charging station, actually you don't want to use your smartphone anymore for navigating. This you do in your vehicle. You type in the destination, and then the vehicle says, okay, if you want to drive there, you have to charge at this stop or that stop on the way there. And that's now possible thanks to this integration. Also, and lucky for us, we have one car manufacturer as a customer. We will announce this in March, by the way, who is using this TomTom App Store as well. So we can quite quickly already this year demonstrate how we can use our technology not only in smartphones, but also in vehicles. And that brings, that closes the gap. It makes the driver experience for an EV driver much better.
Brilliant. And so how has the integration of AI helped develop your EV charging platform?
Okay, yeah, AI, big topic, very important. Well, the way I perceive AI is just you can do more things with less, actually. All you need is the data to have the inputs. I mean, an AI algorithm is as good as the data that you feed the AI. In our case, we will be managing millions of charging transactions, at some point 100,000 per day. To make sure that you handle these transactions in the most cost-efficient way and that you charge cars and electricity, for example, is a low price or it's greener instead of dirty electricity. You cannot start calculating this by hand. Of course, you need algorithms to do this. That's where AI comes in place. And then our position in the market is such that as an EMP, we actually have the highest level of overview of what's happening because we get information from the driver, from the vehicle, especially now with the TomTom partnership. We get information from the grids, from the charging station infrastructure. So to plan charging and to schedule it in a way that makes sense and is cost efficient, AI is going to be the only answer to solve this problem.
So the beginning of 2023 has already been an amazing year for you with new partnerships. So what can we expect to see from Deftpower in the next 12 to 18 months?
Yeah, okay, cool. We're going to launch a few very large EMPs this year, and the next one already next month. It's a car manufacturer we will launch across Europe in different markets. So anyone buying this car we'll be charging this with the EMP from that car manufacturer, which is then of course supported by the Deftpower platform. We have more large companies on EMPs in line also across Europe. So a few in Germany, a few in the Benelux, also in the Nordics. So innovation-wise, we have two pillars now we want to focus on. So the first is the usability, of course. Examples of how we're improving the usability is to enable what we call plug and charge. I'm not sure how much familiar you are with EV charging, but today you need a phone or a plastic charging card to start a transaction. However, it would also be possible by just plugging in the car, and we can already figure out this way to start the transaction and make sure the settlement of payments are being done. This makes it much more easier for electric vehicle drivers to just charge. Also, what we are going to do this year at some point. So the electricity prices are changing more and more. I mean, everybody knows this, especially since last year. And it makes therefore sense to not just charge when you plug in, but wait till the price is lower for electricity. So what we've developed is as a model to charge a car when the price is low, and not to charge it when the price is high. But we make sure you have enough electricity by the time you need the car again. Because of course, primary need is driving from A to B. This is something you don't want to compromise. But with this development, we can save up to 25% of your annual charging costs. For the average person, that's about 400 to 500 euro per year now.
Lovely. And most importantly, you will be joining us at Move 2023. So what are you going to be touching on there? What topics are you going to cover?
Yeah, well, mostly the topics we've discussed, of course, but yeah, for us, it's very important to spread the gospel of how we can help car manufacturers, also utilities, or even leasing companies, how to optimize the user experience of their customers and to make it a better business case for themselves and also for the electric vehicle driver. I mean, eventually, driving electric vehicles should be cheaper than driving traditional vehicles and cleaner. This is a way to approach this.
Lovely. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us today. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day and looking forward to see you in June.
Cool. Thank you, Nicole.